Hello, I'm Helen. Welcome to this Yochi practice for juicy joints. So let's begin together. We're going to come and bring our feet just a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to soften our knees and let's take a moment to land in the space. So we're going to come into our opening posture. It is called Wuji posture. So grounded feet, soft knees, hands, palms facing up, elbows nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And so we want to take a few moments just to really land here to begin our practice together. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And enjoy a big sigh out. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. A deep breath in. And a big sigh. And then feel free just to soften your eyes. We're going to take a moment to loosen the jaw. We might start to gently lift the corners of our mouth. And then we ignite something that in Qigong we call our inner smile. So very often in life our smiles are directed outwards, out into the world. But for now we're going to take a moment just to smile and send that smiling energy inwards into all of your cells, all of your tissues, all of your organs. So we send this loving, smiling energy into the body. And just take a moment to let it flow all the way down to your toes. Wonderful. And as you do this, let your breath find a nice, natural, relaxed rhythm. Throughout our practice, we're going to be breathing in through the nose a lot and out through the nose. Yeah. So for our very first movement, we're going to come into something called knocking on the door of life. So we're going to let our arms relax, we're going to keep the knees soft, and we're going to let the arms just start to flow around the body. And here, we're going to start to tap and knock over an area in Qigong we call the lower dantian. Lower dantian is here just below the navel, comes out through the back, in between the kidneys. And when we tap in this place, it's a great way to start to get a little bit of energy all the way down through the center of the body. This is a great way to get out of your head and drop into your body in the moment. So feel the steadiness, strength in your legs, and feel the looseness of your arms just flowing around your body. And as you tap, you might even turn and look over one shoulder and look over the other shoulder. Great. We're going to move up the body now. We're going to do some knocking here with soft fists underneath the collarbones. I'm going to do a tap and a tap. The other hand is still coming around the back, knocking in over the kidney area. As we tap through here, we're invigorating the lung meridian. Let's take a deep breath in. And let's take a big sigh out. Beautiful. I hope you're starting to feel more steady already. Now you're going to let your hands come up over the top of your shoulder. You're going to give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back. Here we're tapping into another lovely point. This one is for the gallbladder meridian, and it helps us to have a bit more mental clarity and focus. It also lets us know how we're feeling in our shoulders. So just notice, is there some tension and tenderness there? Let's see if we can loosen that up as we go through our practice. We let our arms, come all the way down through the body again, coming back to the door of life. We're going to tap and knock. We feel that vibration traveling all the way through the body. We're going to slow it down now. We're going to let our arms come a little bit away from the body. We're going to soften our eyes, and we're just going to start to slow it right down. Beautiful. Take a moment just to pause. Let your arms hang loose down by your side. We're going to come back into Wuji posture, where we began. Take a moment to notice how your energy is feeling. Is it starting to flow and move a little bit more freely? Can you feel warmth, energy, tingles flowing through the body? We're moving into a movement called Tiger Clears the Path now. So with this one, we're going to come and bring the back of the hands to face each other. They come up through the center of the body. And then when we reach up, one arm's going to come forwards and one is going to go back. Notice that my fingers are curled like a tiger's claws. I'm going to come up through the center, it's nice and clearing, and then coming down, curling the fingers. In a moment, we're going to incorporate a sound, a growling sound like a tiger. So when we come down, it's like a little tiger cub, maybe a bigger tiger sound. I like this movement because it can help to clear frustration, anger, and so we're clearing the way forwards, we're clearing a path. Notice how this feels in your shoulders. It's a great movement to get a little bit more freedom and space in the shoulders. And in a moment we're going to come into another movement that's really good for our shoulder mobility. So just one more of these ones, bringing it down, and once more take a moment just to pause. Beautiful. We're moving into a movement called the windmill now, or windmills. We're going to let both arms float up above our heads. Take an inhale as you reach up, and then as you exhale, one arm's going to go forwards and one arm's going to go back. We're going to bend our knees as we drop them, and then we're going to float back up. This is a great movement, again, for shoulder mobility, just to see how things are flowing through there. Just going as far as you comfortably can. Exhaling as you drop your arms down. Great. It's a good one for the brain. I don't know about you, but leading into menopause, I definitely was feeling some pretty fuzzy brain moments. And so doing movements that help to engage both hemispheres of the brain are really helpful. As you inhale, arms float up, and exhale, dropping down. Floating up and dropping down. Beautiful. It's looking great. We're going to change direction, so we'll come up and then dropping down. Excellent. Inhaling as you come up and exhale, dropping them down. Doing a couple more rounds. Now this one will be the last one. And then we drop it down. Good. Take a moment just to pause. We're going to move into a little bit more of a shaking movement now. This one's called Shake the Tree. So shake the tree, my feet are staying grounded, my knees are soft, I'm getting a little bit loose through the body. And this movement is so good to release any built up frustration. It's good for stagnation in the body. It helps us shift and clear. Now options, you could keep your feet grounded, or you could even do a little bit of a heel drop like this. Sends a lovely vibration through the bones, so it's good for our bone density. Today, because we're doing some movements to kind of clear through the wood element, connects us to our liver and gallbladder meridians, we're going to make a sound that's a healing sound for the liver. So it goes like this. We take a breath in through the nose, and as we breathe out, we're going to make a That's the sound. Good. We'll do it again. Deep breath. And then lovely. Deep breath in. And excellent. Just taking another few moments to shake it out, loosen up, and then slowing it down and letting yourself pause. Feel your feet on the ground and feel your chi. Chi feels like warmth, energy, aliveness that flows all the way through your body. As we inhale now, we're going to let our arms float out to the side, reaching up and then exhaling, palms face down, coming all the way back down to earth. This is called pulling down the heavens. We're going to do it 3 times, reaching out. And then exhale, gliding all the way back down into your center. This is a great way to bring your energy back in, especially if you've been pulled in lots of different directions. We're coming all the way down. And then we're just going to pause there. Take a moment, soften your eyes, take a breath, and just notice how your body's feeling. So I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel some warmth through my hands. So this is a really nice time to come and connect into one of our organs today, our kidneys. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to drop them, just get a little bit more warmth in through there. And then we're going to place one hand just below the ribs and the other hand just onto the back. So this is where our kidneys sit, and we're placing the hand over the kidney area, and we're going to see if we can take a moment just to connect into the energy of the kidney. We're going to let some warm energy flow from our hands into this space. And so with the hands in the front and the back, it's really like you're giving your kidney a hug. This is a nice opportunity to connect in, so we might say, hello, hello kidney, how you going? Yeah, it might seem a little bit funny to talk to your organs, but they're doing so many amazing things for us beneath the surface of the body. So it's nice to say thank you. Nice to say thank you. Yeah. Good. And then from here, we're going to let that go. We're going to let our arms just flow away from the body, just clearing it out. Good. And then we're going to come over to the other side. One hand in the front of the body, one hand to the back. Warm hands sinking into the body, shoulders nice and relaxed, feet grounded, knees soft. We connect into the kidney on this side, little kidney hug. Feel some warm energy flowing from your hands and into your body. During the time as our cycles change as women and we start to move away from our regular monthly moon cycles, we often feel a bit deficient in this kidney area. So keeping the kidneys warm is a lovely way to help things stay feeling replenished. So giving this time and energy to the kidneys right now. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then as we breathe out, we're going to let the hands flow away from the body. We're going to let them flow out and around. Good. Just letting it go. Great, letting that one fall away. Now we're going to move into our next flow. Our next flow is called Swimming Dragon. So we're going to take our feet just a little bit wider. We're going to start with our palms together at our chest, soft knees. Swimming Dragon, we're going to start to move a little bit side to side. This is a great movement for all of your joints, wrist joints, elbow joints, shoulder joints, hip joints. We're moving side to side. And so you can imagine that you are a dragon. Dragons are very powerful, powerful creatures. They can swim, they're going to dive down into the water, and then they can swim all the way back up to the surface, and then they take flight up into the sky, and they can reach all the way up. Then they take another dive and come all the way back down. So nice for getting a bit more juice flowing through your joints, moving side to side. Good. Diving down to the bottom of the lake, maybe looking for treasure, and then coming all the way back up, 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 up into the sky. Take a moment just to stretch up there. Reach up, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands apart and you're going to let them come and float all the way back down to earth. Take a moment just to pause there. Swimming Dragon is a beautiful flow for longevity. So it helps us to take care of the way our joints are moving and feeling right throughout our lives. We're going to bring our feet just a little bit closer together. Feet grounded, knees soft, arms hanging loose. We're coming back into our Wuji posture, our opening posture. Soften your eyes and just notice how you feel. Can you feel your chi? Chi gives us a sense of renewal. When chi is flowing freely, we feel alive and we feel vibrant. Yeah. Now we're going to move into another flow. This one is called Moon Over the Lake. It starts like this. We bring our palms and face them down towards the ground. We're going to take a little bit of a movement just over to one side and then over to the other. We'll do this just a couple of times. One side and then the other, imagining that you're trailing your fingers just over the surface of the lake. And in a moment, we're going to come all the way over to your left side. We're going to reach up. We're going to come up into the center. Imagine that you're gazing up at a big, beautiful moon that's right up there between your hands. And then you're going to come all the way down. We're going to continue gliding across the surface of the lake, turning through the chest, reaching up, gazing up at the moon. And just tuning into the energy of that beautiful moon. It's another cycle that we can connect into now, especially as women, as we start to move away from that regular monthly moon cycle. We can now say, hey, I'm moving with the moon now. Taking some time to honor ourselves and connect with the rhythms and cycles of nature. So we come up, we gaze at the moon, and then we let the hands glide down. We're going across to the side, reaching up. Take a moment just to gaze at the moon, and then we're going to come all the way down. Next time we're going to glide back in the opposite direction, rotating through the chest, reaching up, Coming to turn into the center, gaze at the moon, and then come all the way down. Hands glide over the surface of the lake, we float up. We come and turn into the center, and then we go all the way down. Let's do this one more time on this side. Float the hands up, feather light, turning to the center, and then we come all the way down the other side. Just to close this one, we're going to let our hands float gently over the surface of the lake. Good. Taking a moment to come back and find stillness. Let's move into expanding to the 6 directions. So we begin here. Feet ground, knees soft. Inhaling, arms float up. We're opening the float. Chi rises and chi falls. Let's do this a couple of times. Chi rises and chi falls. Let's do it one more time. Chi rises and chi falls. And now we change direction. Chi flows in and chi flows out. Hands come back towards you, chi flows in, and exhale, chi flows out. Beautiful. Chi flows in, and chi flows out. Next direction, we come in towards the heart. Palms push together, chi contracts. And exhale, we reach out to the sides, push the hands away, chi expands. We're going to do that again, coming into the heart, chi contracts, and then exhale, chi expands, opening through the chest. Coming into the heart, chi contracts, and then exhale, chi expands, open through the chest. We're going to come back into the heart, and then we're going to release it down to the earth. Let's bring them all together now. Chi rises, chi falls. Chi flows in, chi flows out. Chi contracts, chi expands. Let's return to the heart and release it down to the earth. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Coming back into the heart and releasing to the earth. Beautiful, feet are grounded, knees are soft. Seeing if we can synchronize these beautiful movements with the rhythm of our breath. Opening to 6 directions helps us to connect to all the possibilities in life. Sometimes as we come to these later stages in life, we can start to feel a little bit lost, unsure of where life is heading next. And I hope that this movement today reminds you that there's so many possibilities. We can expand in totally new directions. So taking some time, moving with ease and peace through this movement. I'll guide you through one more. Chi rises and chi falls. Chi flows in and chi flows out. Chi contracts, chi expands. We return to the heart and then we release down to the earth. Beautiful. Giving yourself a moment just to pause there. Feeling the effect. Feeling the effect. Good. We're going to move into the fountain, helping our energy to flow with ease. We bring the back of the hands together. They come up through the center of the chest. And then we open out to the side. Like a beautiful waterfall of love, flowing up through the center of the body and then releasing out to the side. Let's bring the back of the hands together and then we open out to the side. Beautiful. Coming up through the central meridian and then we open out to the side. This is a lovely cleansing and clearing of emotional energy movement. So if you've been feeling anxious, fearful, worried, I hope this gives you a sense of peace. As we do this one, you might like to bring in an affirmation. This affirmation is, I create a life of freedom and flow. Let's say it together 3 times. I create a life of freedom and flow. I create a life of freedom and flow. I create a life of freedom and flow. Beautiful. Just letting this movement come 3 more times. We come and clear through the center of the heart and then we open out to the helps us to clear through our middle dantian, middle energy center, connected to our emotional health. And then bring our hands all the way back down. We're going to come and bring our feet a little bit closer together now. Let's come and cup just the left hand underneath the navel. And how the right arm's going to reach out to the side. Thumb faces in towards your center, and we glide down through the center. It's a beautiful integration flow. It's called centering. We reach out to the side and we gather our awareness and our energy, and we come back into our center. We reach out to the side, and then we gather our focus and bring it back into the center. And how we reach out to the side, gathering your energy and coming down through the center. You can do this at any time during your day if you want to land back in yourself, especially if your focus and awareness has been directed outwards to lots of other people in your life, lots of different things on your to-do list. Now you can come back in and find your center again. It's a great one to do at times if you're feeling nervous or anxious, you've got something that you are a bit worried about that you need to do, or a difficult conversation that you need to have. You can always come back into your center to prepare yourself. Reaching out, gathering whatever it is you need for the day ahead from nature all around you. Let's do two more. Reaching out and coming down through the center. Beautiful. Last one. Reach out and then we come down through the center. Come and bring your hands and connect them and rest them down on your lower belly, just below your navel. Let your elbows relax. Keep your knees soft, relax your eyes, let your awareness move inwards. This is called bamboo and the wind. And here we get to connect into the energy of the beautiful bamboo tree in the forest. Feel the strength in your trunk. Feel the way that your body, your trunk can move, even with the gentlest of breezes or the strongest of winds. You can stay strong and also very supple, able to adjust and adapt to whatever comes your way. Let your shoulders relax and loosen through your jaw. Let's take another few moments just to gently rock and sway. And then allow yourself to come all the way back to the center. Let's take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Let's do two more nice anchoring breaths, breathing all the way in. And then a big sigh. Last one, deep breath in. And then a big sigh. Bringing your hands and just coming to rest them over your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel a little bit juicier, a little bit freer in your body. May you be blessed and filled with